This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Big thanks to EA for providing travel to London for this event. G'day everyone, Kaleidow here and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you all a video that I recorded at SIMS camp, which was over a week ago now, which feels a lot longer than it actually has, which is crazy, and I know that this video is coming out late for you guys. All of the other game changers have released their content, but I sadly had to recover from a flu and I also lost my voice during Sims camp, so it actually was impossible for me to record. I did try recording and it was terrible. It was just me, very lightheaded and basically a frog. So thank goodness I didn't publish that one, and I thought what we'll do today is just watch over me creating a tiny home, which is a budget Boujee house, and it's very much inspired by like Jeffree Star and just, you know, Hollywood, oh my gosh, Halle Berry, what am I even saying, but it's inspired by Hollywood glamour, and I just thought that would be perfect for the Sims for Get Famous, for celebrating that new pack that will be coming out soon. Oh my gosh. So unfortunately, I did build this house on a national park, which I didn't realize at the beginning. I only realized when I was trying to take screenshots later on. So yeah, I chose this a lot because it's so tiny and it's in the middle of one of the downtown sort of districts. It's a little bit kind of posh. It's where all of the public venues are at, like the club and stuff. So I thought it would be really nice to be, you know, super close to all of that stuff. But no, this is actually a national park, so you guys would have to use that mod that allows you to edit these sorts of lots and be able to live in them. So yeah, that's a little bit of a downer, but of course you could put this house onto any other lot. I was able to get the save for it, so hopefully once the pack is out, I'll be able to upload this onto the gallery, but in the meantime, obviously it cannot. But yeah, oh my gosh, just real quick, that was like a really exciting thing for me that I'm not sure if a lot of people talked about when it came to terrain tools, but the foundation tool has changed so that we can alter it to the terrain. Of course, that is something that had to be totally redone, and I do love that we can just make it. It's basically like unlimited foundation, which is pretty cool. I like it. It looks insane. But yeah, what I want to do right now is just talk a little bit about my experience at Sims camp, have a bit of a chit chat with you guys, because this build is kind of simple. I was very sick at Sims camp. My flight was dreadful both ways, going to and back to Australia. It was like a 9.5-hour flight to Hong Kong, and then like a 13-hour flight from Hong Kong to London. So not complaining, but I was very ill, and if you guys know what a head cold is, you're just totally like congested, all of your sinuses are already having issues, and the pressure on a plane is just dreadful. It's just a really bad combination. But anyways, during building this, I was pretty sick and congested. I tried to get a computer. Well, I didn't really have a choice because I got to Sims camp late, but I was so glad that the last computer free was at the back of the room, so I got to be kind of away from people. I don't want to cough on anyone, but still, the Sims camp plague has happened apparently. Fingers crossed it wasn't me who passed on the germs. I tried really hard not to cough or anything on other people, around other people even. But yeah, I was kind of sick while building this, but I was just having a lot of fun. I had already gone ahead and recorded a video looking at all of the Creator Sim stuff and looking at the build and buy. I didn't really get into the gameplay. I know a lot of other simmers did, so I'll make sure to link down some other videos that are a little bit more in depth than what my content will be. But yeah, I kind of just went over stuff that would help me machinima wise, so I was very interested in the build and buy especially, and there's some really exciting stuff that I'll talk in my second video. Back to Sims Camp. So I really wanted to do a tiny home. Last Sims Camp, I did a tiny home for cats and dogs. So I was like, I'm going to continue this tradition and let's build a tiny home. And it's not exactly the the most tiny house I've ever built before. It had to be a little bit bigger because it is Boujee, but it still was a bit of a challenge because, especially the lounge room, I wanted to be able to fit in some of the new stuff that we have, a lot of the new furniture. There's a couple different styles. There's like a contemporary, 50s sort of style, and then there's like a Boujee kind of like very rich, high-end kind of style, which I used a lot of in this house, especially those new columns. I think they're really, really neat. There's also a new column that has brick on the bottom. It's very suburban house. I can't even English, but yeah, there are so many different styles, and it's very LA. I haven't been to LA myself, but I've heard that a lot of houses in LA are kind of inspired by like a Spanish kind of style, like with the archways and things. And I feel like we had a lot of reds and blues also put into the mix of palettes, which is just great because I love primary colors. And as you can tell, mainly in this video, we got like pink, white, and golds going on, also silver, just to make it really glamorous. And that's definitely the style that we're going for today in this Boujee house. But I really want to try out using some of the other stuff, which was more contemporary, and I really want to use some more of the modern stuff and make a really cute like 50s 60s style house. I think that would be so cute. I don't even think it's 50s. I'm probably getting it totally wrong. Maybe it's like 70s style. I think it would be more 70s. Like, you know, those videos on YouTube where people like go and explore old mansions that were abandoned, and then when they go inside, it's like super old, but it's definitely like it was built in the 70s or renovated in the 70s. Yeah, so that kind of style. I can't remember the name. Let me know down below if you remember the name that I've forgotten. It's very frustrating. But you guys have probably noticed that during this video, there have been some parts where I've just stopped, even though I'm still recording. I didn't edit it out because it wasn't a lot of footage. I just wanted to chill and chat with you guys. But the reason why I have done this is because I had people around me doing interesting things, and I got a bit distracted. So that is why. And oh my gosh, it was really cool though to meet so many new simmers and like people that I haven't met before, people who I have met before, and just hang out with like-minded people. I had a great time, even though I was sick. I tried to kind of stay away from people a little bit when it came to like breathing on them and stuff, because I just would have felt really dreadful if I made anyone ill. Hopefully I didn't. I know a lot of people were sick, but by the time I like got off the plane, because we had like a day free, like 2 days free basically before the first like Sims Camp day, I tried really, really hard to get better. I feel like I was at the end of it, sort of. I was sort of on the end, but after Sims Camp, I swear somebody else gave me a flu, or maybe my flu just took over again, just like from walking around in the London air, like in the cold-ish weather. It was actually kind of alright weather. I'm from Melbourne, so I thought the weather was going to be so cold there, but it was kind of comparable to Melbourne. But anyways, I came back home and I was sick again. I had Sims Camp, then I had PAX Australia, and it's been a lot. And also trying to work on the odd lot in between. It's been crazy. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be doing with the odd lot at the moment. It is nowhere near finished. I really don't want to disappoint you guys, as I've added a deadline for it. I really wanted to, but after getting sick twice in a row, Sims Camp and PAX Australia all in 1 month, it's just been really hard. I'm still aiming for the 31st, but I may have to release a video on that day, just giving you guys another sneak peek and maybe a new release date. But I will make sure that there is something odd lot related going up on that day. But yeah, anyways, I really like what I did in this lounge room. We had so many new gorgeous paintings and posters in this pack as well. These chairs are so cool, and I thought this worked out so much better than having a big lounge in the middle. And we used a big new cinema style TV, which is cool. In the foyer, I'll just real quick go over sort of like everything the build. So in the foyer, it's very stylish, very sleek. I like that I changed everything to be a bit more white and gold. And the decor that I put on the ground there, which is a nice touch. I think it's supposed to be used in a pool, but I liked using it on the marble flooring. I think it's really pretty, this new marble floor that we got, where it has the gold encrusting in between. It's very glamorous and just lovely. Really like it. I think I used it throughout a lot of the house, and we also had this sort of marbleized concrete effect going on one of the floor tiles. Is very nice, and I use that a lot as well. Something with the outside that I really liked, I did a tiny bit of terraforming because I just had to. I played around with terraforming a little bit more off camera, but in this build, because it's such a flat area already, it would have looked weird if I had giant like mountains going on. So I just kind of, raised the ground a little bit so it wasn't totally flat. And I really like the effect that it has on the fences. So the fences rise a little bit. It just looks so much more natural, and it looks so much better, honestly. I love it so much. Terrain is like one of my most anticipated things coming to The Sims 4. Really excited about it. I just think it's going to be fantastic for builders. It's going to get everyone to put on their thinking caps and really think outside of the box and give us more options. We'll be able to create those ideas that we thought we couldn't because we didn't have terrain anymore, but now we do. We'll be able to create volcanoes. We'll be able to make tiered houses. That's something that's very popular here in Australia, especially if you live like up in like the Brisbane, Queensland area. Houses that have different levels of like terrain, and then I just think there's so much that we could do in the future, and maybe I will try recreating my Sims 2 like dream house that I made when I was a kid now that we're having terrain, because I tried to kind of make it even though we didn't have terrain tools at the time, but it didn't really turn out that great. So you guys still seem to like that video, but yeah. So I'm just doing the garden real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm done inside. I love how I fit in everything in the kitchen. I really like it. It's really quaint and small, and there's a gorgeous little mirror which kind of makes the room look a bit bigger. We also have a painting on the wall in the kitchen, which I think is really nice. It's very abstract, but it's also figurative. It's very nice. I like it. I feel like they've added a lot more artsy stuff in this pack as well, which is good. But there are a lot of things about this pack that I necessarily didn't like, but I feel like I'm going to leave more of that to my second video because I'll be going through items and stuff. Obviously, I am not a review channel. This video is not a review. This is just me kind of chilling, chatting, talking about what I did at Sims Camp and stuff. But yeah, this was a fun build and I had a great time at Sims Camp. I feel like there could have been more that I could have filmed on the pack, but I didn't really get into the gameplay. I was sort of all over the place, very sick at the time, and not really thinking straight. So, and I figured, like, I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm already sick, and there's going to be plenty of other people covering just about everything. But yeah, we're up to the screenshots now, and yeah, make sure you subscribe and hang around, and there will be another video coming out very, very soon, maybe in the next day or two, covering the creator sim and build by stuff and just my opinions about the overall pack. But yeah, I hope you all liked this little Boujee budget house. It isn't totally like decked out, but it is budget. I feel like a budding celebrity or maybe influencer would definitely do well in this house. They'll be able to grow and spread their wings here. But yeah, guys, let me know if you are excited for the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack. I think it's going to be really handy, especially from a machinima maker aspect. But yeah, let me know your comments down below, and I will catch you guys all next time. Love you all to bits. Bye!